In a shocking move that stunned the automotive world, Mercedes-Benz just scrapped their $47 billion electric vehicle program and announced a return to combustion engines. This huge reversal comes only 2 years after the luxury brand boldly committed to phasing out all gas-powered cars by 2030. So why did Mercedes suddenly abandon ship right as the electric era was gaining momentum? Well, turns out the regulatory winds pushing them towards EVs have died down. It all started when ambitious government mandates essentially forced automakers like Mercedes to embrace electric-only fleets or face crippling fines. Mercedes took the bait and made a big public pledge to go all in on EVs, despite electric sales only making up 11% of current demand. But with EV prices and profits plummeting 30% amid recent market instability, Mercedes realized those government proposals pushing an electric future might be gone sooner than expected. So with less profit potential and regulatory pressure in the EV space, Mercedes shockingly hit the brakes on their electric-only vision and steered hard back towards gas-powered cars and profits. This situation begs bigger questions though. Was regulation the real driving force behind the auto industry's EV rush? And just how sustainable is the electric vehicle boom if mandates and incentives vanish? Buckle up. Let's check it out. After ambitious government zero-emission mandates essentially forced automakers to pledge allegiance to electric vehicles or face fines, Mercedes took the bait. They made big public promises to go all in on EVs despite electric sales only making up 11% of current demand. But the last few years revealed a stubborn trend. The EV transformation is proving slower than expected. Actual sales and profits matter more than lofty visions of an electric future. EV sales hit nearly 8% of the total number in the US last year, while in Europe they represented 13%. Sales are still growing, but customers are becoming more discerning about price, while expressing concern about charging time and reliability. Meanwhile, hybrid sales have increased significantly, as more people see the benefit of hedging their bets while the charging infrastructure gets built out. In recent discussions with investors, Mercedes revealed a more cautious approach, stating that only about half of their cars will be electric or hybrid by an unspecified future date. This marks a substantial shift from their earlier position of advocating for an all-electric lineup. Other key players in the industry, such as Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, GM, and Ford, are also facing challenges, with talks of slower sales, production delays, and project postponements. You see, behind the EV hype lurks a dark reality these automakers just can't ignore. People aren't actually buying many electric cars. And worse, they're losing money on most EVs they do sell. Between weak demand and supply chain chaos, Mercedes gas cars are bringing 3 times the profit. No wonder they're suddenly shifting gears. It was only 3 years ago that Mercedes was feeling quite bullish about plug-in powertrains, saying that by 2030 it would sell only EVs. At the time, the company said it would completely phase out gas-powered vehicles, while including the caveat where markets allowed. Now it seems that the market is not allowing Mercedes to follow through on its plans. Today, the company said in its fourth quarter earnings statement that it only expects 50% of its sales to be all electric, a significant drop from the once rosier outlook. Gas and hybrid vehicles will remain a part of the company's future for years to come. Customers and market conditions will set the pace of the transformation, Mercedes said in its report. Not even in Europe, where EV sales growth outpaces North America's, does Mercedes expect to transition to EV-only sales anytime soon. And the company's CEO, Ola Källenius, told Reuters, "It's not going to be 100% in 2030, obviously, from the whole European market, but probably from the Mercedes side as well," he said. Also, the CEO made it known that the company plans to be in a position to cater to different customer needs, whether it's an all-electric drivetrain or an electrified combustion engine, until well into the 2030s. In fact, Mercedes predicts that electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles will only make up around 50% of the brand's overall sales by the late 2020s, which is a massive decrease on the confident prediction of 3 years ago. The news from the German automotive giant follows a number of announcements from other major brands that have recently eased off the gas when it comes to EV plans. Ford paused a $12 billion investment in new EV manufacturing capability while it gets a handle on the market. Hybrids have really taken off for the Blue Oval. Meanwhile, GM keeps pushing back production of its all-electric trucks, and some large-scale fleet operators have started backtracking on mass adoption of EVs as the plummeting residual values are killing businesses. The CEO's comments are the latest from an auto executive to express more caution about the EV future. Tesla CEO Elon Musk also warned that the company is bracing for significantly slower sales growth in 2024, while EV-only companies like Rivian and Lucid say they expect production to stay flat this year. Other companies like Ford have delayed factory construction or canceled models. Toyota chairman Akio Toyoda also recently reiterated his firm's goal that it would not alter its chosen plan to produce a mix of powertrains, including hybrids, hydrogen-powered fuel cells, and EVs, according to market demand. Over the past few years, Toyota had received abuses from the auto industry and media for its reluctance to launch a wider selection of EVs, while continuing to build its sizable lineup around hybrids. Given Mercedes' latest announcement, it would seem as though Toyota is vindicated for its stubbornness to switch to EVs. The question is this: have EVs run out of juice? EVs continue gaining significant ground in many major markets. In the US, electric vehicles are on pace to hit 9% of total auto sales this year, and some analysts predict that share could reach as high as 13% by 2025, nearly 1.9 million battery-powered cars sold. Meanwhile, Bloomberg forecasts a rosy outlook of 16.7 million EVs sold globally by 2024. That's 22% growth over 2023, thanks to an influx of affordable electric models from brands big and small. So is Mercedes too quick to shift gears away from their ambitious EV program? Or are they wisely managing expectations and adapting to consumer demand? These are some of the questions I would love to listen to your opinions in the comment section. Mercedes' recent pivot towards combustion engines seems to signal a lack of confidence in EV adoption. But reading between the lines, it might still look more like a tactical hedge. They appear to be softly reforecasting an extremely ambitious all-electric target they set during the peak of EV fever in 2021. With market conditions cooling and most sales still coming from gas-powered cars, Mercedes is giving themselves flexibility. Ford discovered a similar trend with strong customer demand for hybrid options, not pure EVs. And with hybrid technology rapidly improving range and efficiency, Mercedes wants to meet this middle ground needs too. After early adopters rushed to purchase EVs, converting the mainstream to battery-powered rides is proving challenging. Most consumers remain skeptical of factors like charging infrastructure, reliability, and pricing. Although EV options are expanding, the average selling price for electric cars also remains incredibly high at over $60,000. So value-focused buyers are understandably wary, especially with versatile plug-in hybrid alternatives available, offering the best of both worlds. Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda has been stressing this balanced all-propulsion sources message for years. And now with this change of course, Mercedes appears to agree. Meeting diverse customers where they stand today provides the surest path towards widespread EV adoption tomorrow. Rather than forcing drivers towards expensive and limited electric cars, Mercedes' new blueprint prioritizes choice. Their plan to smoothly bridge today's gas-powered reality and tomorrow's electric paradise shows immense commercial wisdom. After all, transitioning an entire auto industry to battery power remains a year-long marathon. Adaptive brands like Mercedes steering cautiously along this uncharted route will safely cross the EV finish line whenever the world is truly ready to embrace it. You see, there are many hidden truths around this whole industry. Are they after building a sustainable environment and a future for automobiles, or just after individuals' profit? In my own opinion, I believe government decision on making all companies go EV is a way to reduce the negative effect of automobiles, but at the same time, the policy failed to consider the spending capacity of a wide range of potential users. Likewise, at the end of the companies, I have a disturbing question. Are they backing out from what they have termed sustainable living agenda because of reduced sales? Are they all trying to help the world, or are they only after individual gains or interest? What's your own opinion? This is something I would really want to hear everyone out. Kindly go to the comment section and let's hear you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. There are many more interesting news around the corner. Stay tuned.